Hello.
While we work on our cafe, mind flavors.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so here we are, session 7. About almost.
Yay.
Oh, so much enthusiasm there.
I'm pumped.
Listen,
I'm
I worked all
pumped.
day and I was only supposed to work till 2. Because my coworkers decided to quit on the job.
Oh,
Middle of the
yay.
day.
Yay.
Well, and I can't really blame him because, well, let's just say my boss was being a really annoying person.
Really meanie. Gotcha.
Well, because, the last 3 weeks she's been, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and let all the nonsense of the real life go away, and let's do the fun stuff in life. And let's recap what happened last week.
Well, we started in the Druid Grove area, like at Yester Hill. We had just finished burning the Wicker Man where we got the green gem, and we decided to look around a little bit more. We found a weird dead-looking tree. We saw some twig blights around it and a shiny-looking axe. So we investigated. We provoked an attack, and the tree ended up coming to life, and we had to fight it off. Later, unbeknownst to most of the party, Admore was seduced to a grave, and he found a magical spear.
Love your wording.
Seduced.
Oh my.
So with the tree, what happened else with the tree?
Some kind of headless horseman crap or something. I don't remember.
Yes.
It's been a week.
Yes. Okay. Then got the spear, and then Salazar. Where we go from there?
After that, we went back to. We got our wine and we took the wine back and we went to the Bastani. Got our chair that we so desperately wanted, and then we went back, delivered the wine to the inn, got our rewards there, collected Irina, and then we traveled to the monastery.
And Admore, what happened at the monastery?
We got met at the gates by some people that weren't really people. They were pieced together out of human parts. And we went in and we spoke with the abbot there for a little while. Found some more disturbing stuff. Found out that he knew Irina and that he thinks he's 30 years old, but we deduced that he is much older than that because he's been alive longer than our parents' parents. And he had a very creepy undead, I think you would classify her, bride that he was trying to build for Strahd.
I think it's more of a construct than undead. You're right.
Yeah, it's kind of like undead slash a golem type of thing, like a flesh golem.
It's alive, I tell you.
And decided that we would go stay at the inn in town for the night and discuss with the whole party and Irina what our next steps were going to be.
And that's where we begin tonight. The um, make sure you give yourself a full rest, a long rest. And I gotta add Flicker's token over here. She'll be here in just a little bit.
And to those of you watching, I have new art for my character.
Yes, let me zoom in on it. There you go. And I'll change it out with the other one by next session for you. I just already got the map set up for tonight. I like him.
Look at my handsome water boy.
Yeah. He's a giant water person. Okay, so I'm gonna let you all decide, kind of like start talking about what you want to do, and once as Jannar and Flicker get in here, then we'll be good.
So right now we're inside of like an inn in Kresk, right?
Correct.
So what do you guys think we should do from here? I don't know if you want to chime in, Irina, and tell us how you're feeling, or if anybody else has any thoughts.
Irina speaks up, and she is very creeped out by the abbot. That she doesn't feel like it was what she thought it was. And that maybe
Well,
there might be another place in this town, since we haven't really gone and explored it yet.
Let's see, maybe there's a secondary abbey that isn't full of very odd mutated people and a weird flesh golem thing.
I suppose we could walk around and like case the joint out. Perhaps it would be best if we traveled together, just in case that Abbott wasn't so happy that we decided to go away. Although he seemed to be, I don't know, he seemed to kind of be in his own world to me.
Yeah, and plus in case Strahd shows up my face.
He's creepy, but he doesn't necessarily know if he's a threat.
Oh no, I'm not saying that the abbot is Strahd. I'm saying it in case Strahd does show up, we can all be together and hopefully drive him off.
No offense, Thomas, but do you really think we're powerful enough to deal with somebody like that?
I mean, we can
Like
certainly try.
We've only been traveling for so long.
Well, we can certainly track him, can't we? I don't know about you, but I'm not letting Mr. Fangface get Arena over there.
Well, I don't think we'd be able to defeat him, but we'd certainly stand better chances of surviving if we were all together.
Oh, I have no doubts. I have no idea of defeating him, but driving him off, making it so that we're not quite worth almost dying over, at least for a little bit.
Well, I think Irina had a good idea. We should just explore this town. It is quite well fortified, and even if she doesn't stay with the abbot, perhaps having him nearby as a presence is strong enough. And if we could find like another house, or I don't know, maybe there's some kind soul in this town to take.
Yeah.
The burgomaster was rather welcoming. I don't know, maybe he could have he would know of a place that she could stay that isn't the Abbey.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah, after we supplied him with his wine, he seems quite agreeable.
Indeed.
So you walk outside the inn, and again, this place, just kind of recap, this place is not as it's still kind of dreary and kind of gray skied, but it's not as dark and dismal as the other places you've been in, Ravenloft so far, or Barovia, excuse me. And the people here are more woodsy dressed, and the houses are also more log cabin-ish type.
Would Jimmy, like you said that it doesn't seem as dark as the rest of Barovia? Would Jimmy be able to like get a sense maybe why that is? Like, is it like something about like the Abbey's protection, or some? Is there some other force?
Roll me an insight check for that one. And let's see, no, you just really can't discern why.
Maybe it's just the elevation.
As you're standing outside the inn, passerbys are looking at you all, knowing that the way you're dressed, you're definitely from out of town. And some of the people are noticing Admore's gauntlet and kind of whispering to themselves.
Do I notice this myself?
Yes,
Or...
yes.
Okay. Hey guys, how do you guys feel about seeing what kind of holy places are in this town? Kind of get a feel for who and what everybody is around here.
Works for
Besides
me.
the Abbey, anyways.
Yeah, if there's holy places besides the Abbey, that's definitely something we should check out.
All right. Like, Jimmy's just gonna like explore around. He'll tell the group. I'm just gonna explore the area a little bit and just get a lay of the land. If you know, while you guys are looking through holy stuff, that's not really my scene. If I find anything suspicious or any place that looks like would be good to hide her from Strahd, I'll come back and let y'all know.
Well, we shouldn't have somebody out alone. Maybe somebody will go with you, Jimmy.
Salazar will. I mean, if Jimmy doesn't mind, Salazar will suggest he goes along.
Yeah, sure, you can join.
Yeah, Salazar would be happy to follow you.
Yeah, we won't split the party per se, but you all decide to go outside and explore around and look for a place maybe of a better suiting for Irina to stake it out. And it's a pretty simple town. You have a weaponsmith, like a general goods store. Um, the burgomaster's house is right here. And on the north side of the village is a very large pond.
Gonna check that out and just like rest a little bit in it. So probably there's like fleshing fish inside of it.
You can check out the pond.
Yer.
So as you approach the pond, and even under the gray skies, this pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced. You look in the water and you don't see any fish or any kind of like ocean life in the water itself.
Then I'll just swim in a little bit. Thomas hasn't gone like swimming in a while.
Hey guys, what's up
You,
with that weird statue?
you decide to take a little dip into the water, and as the locals start to just kind of stare at you awkwardly and watch you, um, you could tell from your druidic knowledge and your knowledge of the water, this is blessed water, and it has magical properties.
Interesting.
Jimmy, give me a religion check.
Would Jimmy be able to bring the statue to Admore's attention, or somebody who maybe knows it a little bit better?
Yes,
Like,
yes, you could. If
so he'd say, "Does this statue look weird to anybody? Like, could this be like a could this person have been turned into it? Was this used to be a live person?"
Walk over the statue. What
yeah.
does it look like? Does it look like a hyper realistic statue, or is it like
Well,
more?
Admore, give me a religion check since you are the holy person of the group.
Alright.
So, Admore, you know that this, from your knowledge, that this is a depiction of the Morning Lord, and that you notice that he's facing towards the east, the dawn.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, this is if I'm not mistaken, the Morning Lord. Kind of telling the whole party.
Okay.
Is there any like religious significance to this? Like, if maybe if Irina gave the statue a hug, would that protect her or something like that?
That's not
I
usually how
I
Irina
remember
is
statues
laughing right
work.
now.
something up in the abbey that was related to this. Was there like a shield or something? Wasn't there?
Thomas is gonna hop up and say, "There's something interesting about this water. It appears to be magically enhanced. I'm not quite sure what type of magic it is, but it doesn't feel harmful. If anything, it feels. Well, what was it? You said it was. You said it was like rejuvenating or something. Felt.
Yeah, it's kind of like water that's been blessed. It's
Hmm,
basically has the properties of like a lesser restoration spell, so it's like a healing
okay.
water.
I'll say, feels like maybe if you drink it, if you were really sick or something, it would get rid of the sickness.
Well, you'll hearing that Jimmy will drink it just in case he picked up something along the way.
You drink from the sparkling water, and people are just awkwardly glancing at you, and really they're starting to notice Admore's white gauntlet, and mothers are like shooing their kids down the road and stuff.
Oh,
I don't think the locals like a gauntlet there, Admiral.
I think it's just because he's like a. Is it because he's a dwarf?
No, they're looking at his hand. The second tell.
Oh,
before I dive too deep into that, would I know much with that religion check about the Morning Lord themselves?
I'm gonna let you play that as much as you personally know about the Morning Lord.
All right, that'll probably come up here shortly. I don't, I don't know what their issue is if they are staring at my gauntlet. It's my my deity's the god of courage and self-sacrifice. It's not like he's some evil person.
That sounds like you. Makes sense. Yeah, it's weird that would cause them pause.
Like, are there expressions like angry or concern or just
I would say it's a mixture of like awe and not. I would say it's uneasement, but it's not like a bad uneasement. I don't
so
remember what I'm
like
looking for.
so so like it's more of like, is that real? Type
Yes,
thing?
yes, yes. Thank you.
Huh. So it's almost like, oh, judging by their faces and body language, it's more of awe, I suppose, looking at it.
Maybe your deity means something different to them than it would normal people from where we're from.
Well, he
Let's
wasn't
see.
always a god or a deity. He was a mortal at one point, but as were most, I guess.
Be right back. I'm gonna kill my dogs. They're barking like crazy.
From my experience religiously, a fair amount where
I don't know. Maybe it has to do with things that my deity's done, or maybe they're not used to seeing people. It's they're seems like a reason part of their reason why they're protected is, from what I can remember, their god that they worship here was pretty against undead. The little information I can remember of him, but I don't know why that would make them so, I don't know, freaked out or whatever from my gauntlet.
at least it's not hostility.
I mean, we can talk to them and find out why.
So as you all are discussing this, you notice that Irina reaches the edge of the pool of water here, and just in front of her, an image appears in its sparkling blue waters. It's a handsome youth of kind of a noble visage. Tatiana, he says, it's been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last.
Wait,
I
what happened?
Oh, you walked out your dog. Sorry, I thought you were back already. I'm gonna start over.
Yeah, I'm back.
So Irina
Oh
goes over
no,
to.
I'm not walk. I didn't walk them. I was checking on them because they're
Oh,
barking.
okay.
Crazy.
Um, question real quick: are you still in the water, or are you out of the water?
I'm out of the water. I
Okay.
got in full
So
mouth.
Irina, she goes over to the pool's edge. When she does, an image appears in its sparkling blue waters, a handsome youth of kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. Tatiana, he says, it's been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irina grasps and puts a hand on her heart. My beloved Sergei, in life you were a prince and a man of faith. We were to be married long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me? She reaches towards the water's surface as a hand of water rises up to take hers.
You sure you should do that, Arena?
Tom's gonna raise a hand. Wait, I know the pool itself is of some good, and we know that Strahd is after it, and because uh, do we know why Strahd is after her? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Because he looks like his dead wife, fiance, lady.
Right.
Wasn't Tatiana the name of Strahd's original wife's?
No. Wait. No. Wait.
It-
Tatiana wasn't his wife. It was his It was Strahd's brother's wife, wasn't it?
And Sergey is his brother.
Who-
Admore's gonna reach forward and pull Irina back from the water.
Why?
Jimmy will call out. I trust her, Admore. You go, girl.
No. Yeah,
No.
Let her go. Why?
Okay, so this is Admore's choice. So you're gonna pull her back.
I'm gonna pull her away from the water.
You reach out and grab Irina by the arm and pull her away from the water's grasp just in time before their hands touch. The hand sinks back into the pool, and Sergei's image fades. And as she starts to cry and scream his name, Sergei! Sergei! And then a peal of thunder shakes the land, and the dark clouds merge into a terrible visage. A deep, dark voice from beyond the mountain cries out, "She is mine!" A terrible crack resounds as blue lightning splits the sky and strikes the pool. The pool blasts. The blast from the lightning blasts and destroys the old gazebo and destroys the whale as well.
Thomas just looks at Admore. What have you done?
No, Admore just saved our from getting obliterated.
Sure, I just saved her life.
Or you might have. Can I make a religion check to know if this was a good thing? Like for her to go in it, or
You wouldn't be able to tell. She's just got her. She's just kind of collapsed on the ground now, just crying, and saying Sergei's name.
I have no idea why you stopped her from doing what she wanted to do.
She was the magic water was reaching for her.
and it had the face of her past lover or whatever.
I mean,
No, the person that Strahd hates. Why would we?
and then the
I think we
pool
might
got
have skipped
obliterated.
Strahd.
Either way, I think that's a good sign for us to figure out what we should do next and not remain, at least out in the oven.
Well,
What was so the gazebo was obliterated? Is the pool still there?
No, it's been obliterated too. Basically, the whole like north area, the pond and the water there in the little gazebo is gone. Well, I mean it's there, but it's just all over the place.
I think that was a grave mistake. That was blessed water, and now it's gone.
I mean, we didn't.
you think?
Hey, Admore, let's talk to the burger master and see what we can do
Come
about
on, Arena.
So as you're walking away from the pool,
Somewhere safe.
there is this man standing outside one of the houses, and Admore, you notice him. He's kind of like waving you over.
Cautiously, Admore's gonna walk over to him.
Come, young clerk. No reason to be afraid. Come, I must show you something. And he motions you to go inside of his house.
Am I getting any like bad vibes off of this guy?
You can roll a perception roll. No, you're not getting bad vibes from him. It's just like an old man. He looks very harmless.
And he's just looking at me, can tell I'm a cleric, so he obviously knows something. I'll step in.
He have a seat, and he motions here to the chair by the table. I've been saving this for a time like this. And he goes over the corner of his front room area and pulls back a couple boards. And he brings back a big wooden, I wouldn't say huge, um, like a medium-sized chest that he pulls out from the dirt underneath his house. It's been basically he hid this box under the house, and he sets it down on the table in front of you, and he motions to your gauntlet. I knew there'd be a time when you would return. Got a handout for you. Hold on.
I guess we're all with Admore unless he just went off by himself.
I would have stayed out just to watch, just to make sure no one's following, since we.
Oh, what's
talked
Arena
about this.
doing? Is she
Crying.
still up,
Sobbing.
I just made this thing. Where is it? No, I just made it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. So I'm going to show it to everyone. There's this box sitting in front of the table. And on top of this box, it's like wood burned with this symbol of embossment of a shield with a dragon and a sword.
Um, wait. Um,
Are you there, Admore?
yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what the symbol is. Do it. Something I recognize?
No, it's not necessarily something you recognize. The old man looks at you. Well, just don't stare at it. I've been hiding this thing from Strahd for years. Open the darn thing. I've been waiting for years to see what's inside.
Who gave it to you? If
This
you don't
was
mind me asking
this was
before I
passed
open.
down for generations through my family. That we've hid this box. My grandfather's grandfathers told me that there used to be knights that were fighting against Strahd at one time, and they wore white gauntlets.
Well, I'll open it.
So you open it up, and inside you find, amazingly, this cloak with through time and being in this box is like pristine white. Embroidered on the back of the cloak is the symbol that is on the um that's on the box. That same symbol that's embroidered on the back of it. Inside also you find a map of Barovia with an X um, on it, and I'll show you where that is here in a second. And a key, and the key itself is a like silver. It's a little tarnished from just aging, like little rust spots on it, and a green gem. Ah, the old man says, it's about time that the silver dragons return.
Alrighty, that's
So,
something.
looking at all the different items, um,
I'm pinging the map where it said where the X is. I put a little X on here.
Use it. Yeah, there you go.
add a character, the silver dragons, is that referring to the whole Torm tier and Bahamut stuff?
The gentleman looks at you. I'm not really for sure about what a Bahamut and a Tiamat is, but
Oh, I said tier, not Tiamat.
a tier. No, don't I know what a tier is? I've been reading a lot of Tiamat stuff, so I can just like ignore the Tiamat stuff.
What do you know of the silver dragons?
What? You've never heard of the Silver Dragons and the Great Battle at Perez? They were they were here in Vargnavel's Holt, and um, we're here to protect the people from getting into the evil of the Amber Temple. And a great battle occurred, and they lost to Strahd throughout the years.
Now, why would us followers of Torm have anything to do with that, though? The only thing I can remember throughout my training has to do with my god having a golden dragon for a companion.
Ah, but you see, there was a group here from the followers of Torm. They were part of the Silver Dragons.
So I guess that's fate then, really.
I don't know. Maybe go and find out where this key goes to. Maybe you'll find more.
um, I'm gonna take the box and place it in, with everything in it in my pack. And is before I leave, is that why everybody shoos their kids away and stares at my hand?
Yes, with the return of the Silver Order, Strahd is going to be in all outrage.
Well, hopefully he doesn't know I'm here yet.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Thomas,
Yeah.
shh. You're standing outside, Thomas.
Well, unless they're whispering.
Well, sir, thank you for your time, and thank you for this. I'll see what I can do and talk with my party about heading out to where this map is marked.
Okay. Now, are you going to put the cloak in the box, or are you going to put the cloak on?
Um, I'm gonna put it on before walking out.
Okay. Um, as you walk out, the passerbys outside they see you standing with this cloak, and they just stop and just stare, kind of like in awe and speechless.
Before you say it, Salazar, it's a long story. I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Just say other people that worship the same god as I have been here and have fought Strahd.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm not going to mention anything about the map or the key till I know we're all in somewhere private.
Okay.
So, how's Irina doing?
She's just kind of quiet. She's not saying much.
Jimmy will ask. Stuff was pretty intense back there. Do you know what was going on?
I don't know. I just remember looking in the water and then seeing visions of my life. Part of that, maybe a previous life, or maybe it's true. Maybe I am a reincarnation of this person.
Did it feel right to you what you were doing?
All I felt was love.
Okay. I will try to fix this and get you back to him.
She just nods.
Salazar's outside, right? Well, I mean,
Yeah, Salazar's standing over.
Jimmy will walk up to Salazar. Hey, Salazar. I think we need to fix that pool so Irina can go back to her who she thinks is her lover from another life.
I mean,
Who she thinks. And we need to find out if she truly is Tatiana and
I mean, the whole
if
watery
anyone can
hand
fix
coming out of.
the pond, it's gonna be Thomas. I can't really.
I can fill it with
anything
water. I have no
magically
idea
in a
about.
manner.
I can fill it with water, sure, but I have no idea about blessing it the way it was. That's more Radmore's domain.
Well, look, there's a priest in this town, the abbot, and he wants us to do something. Salazar, I think that you've got the most gilded tongue among us. I'd like you to convince him that the payment for getting the bridal gown will be him restoring this pool to operation.
Okay. I mean, step one, getting a bridal gown.
Do you think that it would be wise if we tried to negotiate this beforehand?
Suppose. So if we had it on hand and could deny it to him, that is a bargaining tool we could use.
At the same time, if he's as powerful as he says he is, perhaps he could just kill us and take it.
I mean, if he could do that, then
Either way, I think it's if we can. I think it's important that we restore this pool and get Irina back to where she should be.
I'm willing to, convince him of that. I don't think that's something that he would have a problem doing if he's capable.
Well, I mean, he wants to give I read Strahd the corpse bride phone.
Indeed.
And if anything, the real McCoy would get in the way of that. So he should want to get her away as much as we do.
Yeah. Probably does. Just mostly curious how we're gonna get a bridal gown.
I'm sure
I mean, I'm sure one of the other towns might have a tailor we could maybe buy one from.
I suppose it's true.
Perhaps we talk to the burgomaster in town if there's someone here, or maybe he'll know somebody else in these lines.
Yeah, and we can also talk to him about, where we can keep Irina.
well, in case of fact of if Irina really is the other lady, we should just have the dress fitted to her because that's what his, pardon my French, meat bag is modeled after.
It's true.
To be honest, it disgusts me that a holy man would do something like that, but that's a whole nother issue.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she. I mean, it should be it should be fitted to that weird thing that he created. I don't know if they have the same dimensions as Irena. As long as we give him what he wants, so he can give us what we want. That's all I care about.
Well, before we determine what it is that we do want for sure, we need to make sure whether Irina is just Irina or is also someone else.
Well,
So
talk
the
to her.
Abbey bell starts to ring at a weird time of the day, and the citizens stop and look at each other and look at the Abbey up on the hill, and you can hear like very loud, like baleful screams and horrible, inhuman laughter, and it can be heard all throughout the village. And it's just brief. And it doesn't seem to phase anyone, and they go back to their what they were doing.
Gonna ask one of the passing villagers, what was that about? Some
They shrug at you and
very
say, "No one knows. It just the bell rings at odd times throughout the day and night, and you always hear these screams and laughter, and but no one from the village visits the abbey anymore in fear."
Thomas like rubs his chin. Maybe it has to do with those very odd people that live in the abbey. Huh.
The person talked to isn't no idea. The abbey it was once a hospital and a convent, but after a while, it fell in hard times, and then the abbot came.
Hi, Flicker.
I'm here.
Hey, Flicker.
Flicker.
Oh, someone's upset.
We got shot today, so he's not super excited.
Oh, poor baby.
My headphones aren't working, so you'll have to give me a second.
Okay.
Alright, so what should we do from here?
Let's keep exploring the town a little bit. See
Or
what.
speak to the burgomaster.
Okay.
Yep.
So you approach the Burgers Master's residence, and he basically just greets you at the door, kind of like he knew you was already coming. What was that lightning? What was that thunderous sound?
It would appear Strahd does not like to share.
Oh, Strahd.
Just
No,
accept
not
it.
Strahd. I try to keep this town out of Strahd's path for so long. Is he here?
No, he's not here. He just
No, so we have this young lady, Irina, with us, and a watery hand was reaching out of the water. I pulled her back. There was lightning. Yeah.
Well, the water hand apparently belonged to some guy she called Sergey, and he called her, what was it? Tatiana?
Yes.
What was that? Called her Tatiana.
This is not good. You need to take her and you need to get out of here as fast as you can. If Strahd threw that lightning bolt, he's watching you right now.
Well, how could a vampires. We've been told he has throw a lightning bolt.
Well, we've also been told the land is Strahd and Strahd is the land.
I don't think it's a good idea to underestimate Strahd in these lands. Perhaps we should take his advice and go.
Where are we going to go exactly?
Well, we need to go find a bridal gown, and just survive if Strahd is sending any of his minions or himself here. In fact, Strahd might sack the city, so we might be a danger to everyone else here as well.
Well, we're talking to the Burgermaster, right?
Correct.
Do you happen to know where we could find a bridal gown? I know it sounds odd, but
Yes. 1 second. So the abbot came and demanded a wedding gown from us as well. And there's no one here that can make a wedding gown that he wanted to be made. So my wife decided to take lead in this journey and go to the town of Velikai to the east, and took some armed guards with her to see if she could find a wedding gown and keep our town safe.
I take it she didn't return.
what does your wife look like? We were in that town, and we might have seen her if she is indeed alive.
She left just yesterday. If you hurry, you would probably catch her on the road not far down the way.
Well, we better get going then.
Yeah, it wouldn't do for a small group like that to be out on these roads.
Let's go.
All right, so you all pack up your stuff onto your wagons and you head on out as fast as you can possibly get going.
While we're traveling, Jimmy, what did the Wizards of Wine say the reward was if we could manage to find their last little green gem?
They said that they were going to give us their treasure or something like that.
Well, after we catch up with the Burgermeister's wife and send her back home, we might need to make a pit stop.
Where and why?
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out the little box and open it and ask if this one green gem looks like the rest of them did. 'Cause I was too focused on other things usually when people were getting their hands on them.
Would Jimmy recognize this as one of the three? He did hold the other two.
Which gem in a box are you talking about?
On the key.
On the key? No, it's not the same.
I don't believe this is it, Admore. I think the other one had some sort of. It gave me a feeling. I believe that this is just a gem of a more mundane.
Well, the gem might be mundane, but there's a lot to go on with this. And I take it most of us are sitting in the cart.
Yeah, we should all be on the cart. I'd say so.
Yes, you're on the cart and you're on the road. and you catch up very quickly with the with the burgomaster's wife. Her name is Anna. So you catch up with Anna. Basically, is a very small caravan of basically 2 guards, some commoners that wanted to go with her, and a mule. They weren't traveling very fast at all. The guards stand at the ready as you approach.
Thomas raises. Oh. Sorry, go ahead. What you were gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say when we come to a stop, I was gonna exit the cart and start to approach the guards, kind of hands up, like we mean no harm.
As you approach, as you hop off, they see that your cloak, and you raise your hands, and they see your white gauntlet, and they sheathe their weapons and just kind of stand in awe.
You guys were heading to go try to have a wedding dress made, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Anna speaks up. Yes, we're heading to Valkai to find a wedding dress, to find someone to make a wedding dress. So the abbot will leave us alone for once and for all.
Well, I may want to talk to my party a little more that I'm traveling with, but it might be safer for you guys to head back to town now. Uh, some stuff happened that we suspect was Strahd, and we can handle the dresses. We have some other traveling we need to do too.
Definitely not. I am going to go find this wedding dress. Tell you what, I will go with you to Valakai to help find this wedding dress. It appears you're heading this way already.
We were heading this way to catch up with you.
Then where does your journey take you?
To find a safe
Many
place for
places.
this. Mostly to find a safe place for her. Most is head to an arena.
I did business in quite a few places, actually.
That and on the things that have happened, you've involved this young lady. Wherever we are, it may not be the safest for you to be at this time.
Well, then why am I sitting here talking to you? Out of my way. We're going to Valakai to get this wedding dress. She begins down the road. Guards, you coming or not?
I mean, I'd like to go with her.
Are you here, Flicker?
I still have someone to help. I
Okay.
have someone to help in Valaki, so if she's going there, might as well go with her.
All right. Big pause in the thing. Here you go. This is what everyone's waiting for. So they went to and Return the Wizard of Weinstein, and they show you this chair. They rip back the curtain and show you that they have this. That the party has got this chair that you had direly wanted. It's a black chair, very shiny. It has little tiny gems on it here and there. And you remember that it was a magical item, and you immediately recognize this chair.
What is this chair?
It is a comfy chair.
What chair?
It's my chair.
No, what did the Dean say? I didn't hear what she said.
It should be in your journal. It should be. It should have popped up on your screen.
It's a comfy chair.
It didn't for me.
There it goes.
There it is.
There we go.
What are the magical properties of comfort? Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whoa. That is amazing. Oh god, we're gonna lose Flicker to a chair.
I haven't sat in it yet.
So there's the chair that everyone was waiting for. I was waiting because they wanted to wait for you to identify it. So
Thank you.
okay, so you're standing in the middle of the road. Anna is going with the guards down the road towards Valakai. She's a very
Flicker
hard-headed
really
woman.
wants to go to Valaki.
Well, I guess we're following her.
All right, let's roll back to Valaki. On the way back, we could go to Brez. That's one of our leads. We could handle the witches. You know, there's a lot of things we could accomplish.
If we get the bridal gun, I'd prefer that we get a conclusion to this Irina saga as quickly as possible.
That's fine too.
So as you're traveling through the roads here and keeping to the main path, up down the road, you see what appears to be another caravan of sorts, and on the right hand side of the road, and sitting outside this caravan, the best thing I can say is it's basically like a gypsy wagon. You see a man and a woman sitting beside a fire. Let me get the map for you.
Just as a real quick thing, do I still have my ghost child?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's my main reason to going to Black.
You pull your caravan off to the side of the road, and it's a man and a woman, and the guy's just sitting in the fireplace. Maybe it appears to be like a bard or a minstrel of some sort, and just singing songs.
Do they look like they're Vistani?
Yes.
Jimmy will be on edge because we heard from Van Richthofen that the Vistani work for Strahd, and Strahd doesn't like us.
Telling these Vistani aren't evil.
Right, when did we hear that? Was that when I wasn't here?
I did that was like day 1 or 2.
I don't remember that being said.
I danced in front of the tower.
Yeah. Admore did his whole detect good and evil thing.
Yeah, there was a head in the box.
Well, no, it was the first session you showed up for, Salazar.
Oh, okay.
So.
I think we've heard it a couple of times.
Yeah, Rictavio told us. We spoke to Esmeralda about it.
So the woman notices you and she waves at you. And she's seen you. Your wagon is just sitting here basically now. You can continue on, or you can stop and talk.
Edmore, should we just continue? Like,
What time of day is it?
Late evening.
Oh, we can get a feel for them. More people around when you camp at night, the better. We're getting to where we should probably be, getting some rest.
that's fair.
Admore's
And then-
gonna wave back.
Would we be able to make it to Valaki before nightfall, or is this a 2-day trip?
It's a 2-day trip.
We should probably also, if we're gonna stop here, ask the burgomaster's wife, Anna, how she feels.
She shrugs and she says, honestly, I haven't left the walls of the town in such a long time in fear of the wolves eating us that I really don't have an opinion. I don't know what to say.
Alright then, for its safety, we should probably not continue for the night. Might as well stop here.
But there is another choice, which is to continue down the road enough away from these people that we've been told were possible agents of Strahd.
One person tells you that, Jimmy. One person that sent an animal out to go kill people just because he believes it's what it is. It's not right.
Also, the woman traveling with us who's signed on to our call.
Who's also that one person's niece.
Yeah.
She's been kind to us so far, which is more than we can say about many people in this land.
Yeah, but can you trust somebody that keeps a head in a box?
Yes.
Shit. I still have the head in the box.
I just realized something, and it's kind of a little bit inappropriate, but we've had a head in a box, a gem in a box.
Wait, why is there? Wait, head.
It's only a matter of time till we're
What did I
in the
miss
box.
from the day I wasn't here? Barely a lot.
Apparently,
I took notes.
You were here the day I found the head in the box, I think.
No, he was
Oh.
gone.
Oh.
Because we ended at the wizard's line with the evil druid.
I would
That's right.
remember a head in the box.
Yeah, I have a Vistani head in a box.
That was the same day we set the vineyard.
That's right. Yep, Salazar did a dance. I have
I
a head
did
in
do
a
a
box.
Admore, you probably shouldn't tell these guys you have a Vistani head in a box.
No,
Okay,
no, that box
so-
stays in the cart.
Alright, if it makes me
So-
feel more comfortable, we can continue on.
Delay's waving to you all. Like, are you coming over or not coming over?
Hey, Thomas, they might have wine. They are Vistanis and tend to.
I don't feel like getting tipsy right about now. Maybe once we're in a safer camp.
So we don't want to talk to them. We just want to
we,
keep going.
We can talk to them. I mean,
Let's
this is
just
as good a
roll
place as
fast.
any to me. Well, I mean, it's getting late. We have to rest somewhere anyway, and I would rather have safety in numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
And if we don't get a good vibe from them, we just go somewhere else and take a rest.
Safety in numbers is always a good idea.
Well, if you're not going to come over and talk to us, we'll come and talk to you.
Alright, so
Who might you be?
We're travelers from west.
Distant area.
Oh. Well, we're making camp for the night, and you're just passing by. It's getting late. It's not very good to travel at late night. Why don't you come and join us at the fire and
Yeah, I'm
tell your friends to
inciting
join
them.
us too.
That's the approach. To get like a vibe from them.
Get that creepy Vistani vibe.
Oh, I like that. What Vistani camp are you guys from?
Oh, we try to travel back and forth between different camps. We are actually
Okay.
coming on our way back from a land called Silthicus, if you've never heard of it.
Oh, weird. No, we're. At least I'm not familiar. we've met some Vistani, in the local area around Balaki. So
I think Janara tried to tell me it was pronounced syphilis.
Lord have mercy. That's just terrible.
All right, so yeah, we're traveling back from this land off in the distance to come and meet the Vistani over in Valakai. Have you ever heard of Silthicus?
no.
I don't know. Have I?
No, you haven't.
Didn't know.
No, I don't
You
think
know,
we're familiar with the land.
Oh, well, come and
Sounds
sit. Let me
very
tell you about it.
come on, guys. We should just camp here in numbers, and these two, they're not any more creepy than the couple Jimmy tried to get us all to go home with at the bar.
Uh,
Seriously, what the hell did I miss?
That was in the very first session, and it
That was
terrible
day
out of
one.
context.
It's been so long, I don't honestly remember that.
I believe I conveyed their invitation merely, but I mean, Jimmy's not going to say his suspicions around them if they're still floating nearby. If they are, he'll just shrug.
Salazar will agree to head over to their campfire with them.
I will get warned.
There you go. I put a token for Irina, a token for Anna.
Do we still have Esmeralda with us?
Yes, she's still around too. So,
I'll listen to the story, but I'd like to be alert the whole time.
okay. So she sits down. So Silthicus is to the south of here. It's a bordering neighborhood of Barovia. Have you ever heard of a Death Knight?
I've heard of legends of them. Powerful undead tend to kill things and look at them, that type of thing.
Yes.
I don't really
Yes.
know.
Silthicus is ruled by a lord, a Death Knight, who is rumored to have been of the Order of the Rose. His name is Soth, Lord Soth. He rules with an iron hand over the elves, and we are returning from there to trade supplies to take down there.
Wait, how did you get out of Barovia? As far as
Well, Vistani, we can travel between the lands. The fog does not stop us.
interesting.
Yeah, Thomas. We've been told that. Remember?
I don't. Well, out of character, I don't remember that at all.
Out of character. Yeah.
In character, I probably would. Out of character, I have. I don't remember that whatsoever.
So, who are you all?
My name is Thomas Freewater at your service.
We're travelers. We're just going through Barovia.
We're
Okay,
from
she
all over
points.
the place.
So we have Thomas, points at Salazar. We're travelers. And a curious little gnome that's from all over the place. Who are your friends?
They're from here and there. You know how it is, the travelers.
Anna speaks up. Well, I am Anna, and I am the husband of the Brovia of Kresik. Kind of in a uppity kind of voice.
Yeah, that's Anna. Do you two have names?
Our names? Oh, I forgot names. Damn
Figured.
Oh,
Well, my name is Jocelyn, and my husband here is Richtov.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Here, have some wine. Oh, and I have the best thing. Let me go get it. And she runs inside the wagon, and she comes back with a big pot. She says, "You have got to try this. We got this when I was traveling. It's the best soup ever. This couple told us about it."
Can I insight check this? This feels sketchy.
Yeah, I feel sketch.
Yes, you can.
Oh, tell me
Dang,
everything.
Flicker, you
Flicker
feel
knows
you feel like this is very sketchy. She's being a little way too nice.
I'm gonna just like look towards Jimmy, see if I can catch his eyes.
Jimmy is in the fucking shadows.
1
Thank
second, I
you.
gotta grab my dog. Hold on 1 second.
You're fine.
out of character, going back into notes, didn't the creepy couple in the bar offer you some
Yes.
soup, Jimmy?
Yes, they did. They kept trying to get us to eat their stew.
Apparently, this is a thing that people in Barovia do when they want to, like, you know, drug you, take your
Treat
stuff,
rape
and like
you.
fondle you. Yeah, they offer you.
So Salazar shouldn't eat the soup.
Okay.
Oh no, Salazar totally should.
Salazar totally should. Salazar
No, when
wants
Karma
to.
comes back, Flicker is looking at Salazar, going no. Like she's shaking her
Okay,
head.
I'm back.
No.
Salazar's real upset that everyone's judgmental of the Vistani, and he wants to, like, prove that they're not bad people. But he'll trust.
Flicker is just shaking her head no, like pleading
Alright.
with Salazar with her eyes, like
Alright.
don't do it.
It's if Flicker does it, she's smart. He'll trust her.
She looks
We
over
actually just
at.
ate.
Oh, that's too bad. I've been told this is the best stew ever. It was this couple that we met alongside a Barwin place. The
I mean, I'd be happy to watch you eat it.
Oh, we just ate as well. She looks over at Admore. That's a very interesting cape you have there.
Thank you. It was a gift.
It's a mighty fine gift.
Very old gift.
Well, we appreciate the hospitality, but I think it might be best for us to move along and find
But
camp.
you just got here. You can stay here. It's okay.
We'd love visiting with you, but we have a place to be.
But then you won't be here when Strahd. Oh, forget it. And like her eyes turn red and she grows fangs.
Ah, shit.
Flicker
More of these
screams.
assholes.
Seeing that Admore is going to use his channel divinity. With destroy undead, hopefully.
Oh, at least if they're feared, they'll run the fuck away.
Guys,
Would Jimmy,
Flicker's pointing to our cart.
would Jimmy be able to, like? Would I be able to pick where Jimmy is because like he's
Oh.
snuck away?
So, do we notice tall, dark, and scary behind us?
Yes, you do.
Guys.
One a second.
Yeah,
I'm
I
reading
see
his
him.
thing.
Yeah, they're at DC 15.
Thank you.
See who?
Look at the
Trigger's
cost.
pointing behind
Salazar is staring at the
Salazar.
What are you guys
Salazar,
talking
look.
about?
The vampire I'm playing my bow and arrow at.
Wait, what? Who said my name? I'm confused.
Ooh, and tall, dark, and creepies within the range.
So you stand up and you use your turn undead, and as you do, the wind kind of wraps around you, and it catches your cape as the vampires hiss and then just turn into ashes around you. And as you do this, you notice that Strahd is standing next to your cart. He does not look very happy.
Did he save?
Howdy, my lord. Would you care for some soup?
So
Well, I know Strahd wouldn't be destroyed. I don't think, but
Would those vampire spawn be destroyed?
yes, the vampire spawns are destroyed.
yeah, they were destroyed.
They're CR 1/4 or lower?
Oh, it might
One
be,
half. or
might be
lower.
something else.
Whatever.
Yep.
So
Apparently they were.
the I've had enough of these childish games. You are my pawn, and this is my land. Irina, I've almost escaped you once, and I shall have her this time.
I'm afraid I have to disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no!
Oh fuck! We dead! We dead! We all dead!
I'm fine.
So I'm assuming that Strahd saved his wisdom throw for being feared.
Yes.
Well,
The one time I roll good.
I know, right? The one time we have back, like, oh, 24, fuck you guys.
And to burn some spell slots.
4, 5. Who am I
Wait,
missing?
Don't you only have 2?
Yeah, Admore,
Shut up.
Salazar.
Shut
Thomas.
up.
That's 2 turns of pure damage.
All right, who am I missing? I'm missing somebody.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
He didn't click his character first.
Okay,
No.
I'll add you.
Apparently that happened.
I'll add
You're
you.
all dope.
There you go.
I hate them.
As I assumed, your party is weak. As he moves in with lightning speed, and Salazar, he grabs you by the shoulder and sinks his teeth into your shoulder. You take 17 damage.
Holy sh!
Bad touch.
Salazar makes gargling noises.
And Jimmy, it's your go.
Jimmy will use his bonus action to throw some holy water on. Is that like 15 feet? With the ranged attack, right?
Correct. You're good.
What do I roll for that? Do I just roll a regular ranged attack like a dagger? Would that be fine? To see if it hits.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'll work.
Oh, I didn't know bless, but I think 26 hits.
Where did my should go? There she is. So the water hits and breaks him, and it kind of burns his skin as it breaks. I'm assuming it's like in a vial or some kind, or you just throw in the water.
Yeah, splash it, throw it, whatever.
Okay.
However one uses holy water.
And it burns his skin a little bit. And
I think that's is it 2d6 radiant damage? I think that's what I think it says in the compendium.
Okay, we'll go with it for right now. Figure that out later.
Okay. That was my bonus action. For my action, I'll shoot a short bow.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That is a hit.
Okay. And my sneak attack didn't get added, so I'll just do that. Wonderful sneak
Okay.
attack.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Well, this is certainly story fitting.
All right, that's my turn.
Misha just screams at all this that's going on with vampires blowing it up into ashes around her, and now this Strahd, and she just takes off 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30.
Coward.
I was imagining her. She was just gonna faint.
Oh, she has to trip over a log first as a bad guy chases her. Flicker?
That's true. I've seen that
Definitely.
movie.
Okay. Let me do a chill touch. Probably not going to hit.
No, it does not hit.
There's really good damage too. Okay. That is action. I don't think I have any bonus actions. Yeah, no, I have nothing. Okay. Cool. Flicker just kind of like, not okay, not okay.
Thomas,
Okay.
it's your go.
Yeah. Let's see. What's I got? What I got? What I got? Shit. Guess I'll. Let's see. Not sure what to do here. Guess I'll wild shape. And I'll turn into so I'll run behind him and wild shape into I guess let's see. I guess I'll turn into a giant octopus. Rawr.
Okay.
And so that's my bonus action. Now to attack him, and we do flanking, right? I don't remember.
No, we're not doing flanking.
Okay. And I'll smack him and stuff. Ooh,
Nice. That's a good hit.
Crit. So yeah, I like my tentacles go around and start crushing him,
Yeah, you're basically
Like a-
slapping him silly with your tentacles.
pretty much, and like a big old black eye stares down at him, like an eye the size of him.
Janara.
Guess I'll break out my trusty longbow and
Nice. Okay.
straight shot. So I'm gonna also add my piercing arrow to that.
You rolled that twice as well. The damage for
Mhm.
the piercing arrow.
Yeah.
Three. Then for my second, I'm gonna attack him again with
Yep, that's a hit too.
and do my piercing arrow. And
All right, Admore, check out.
All right. Admore is gonna move up and get between Janara and Strahd, pulling the spear out of his bag instead of his warhammer. Is going to use his bonus action first to cast Healing Word at second level on Salazar.
Okay.
And then is going to take a jab at Strahd with his spear.
Woo!
So, have you attuned the spear to you?
I would have assumed the first night I would have spent with it
Okay.
after it speaking to me.
Okay. I just wasn't. I couldn't remember. Like, I remember you going through that. You couldn't determine if you were wanting to keep the
Yeah.
spear or destroy it.
No, after spending some time with it and knowing that the voice had spoke to me, yeah.
Okay.
So the second roll isn't damage. That's for if I reduce him to 0, I believe.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So you stab the spear into his shoulder. He just does not seem very happy.
Oh, I think if he's restrained, I think attacks have advantage against him because he's grappling and restrained. I mean, just remember.
Well, that rolled advantage. They both rolled 25.
All right,
Alright.
Salazar.
I'm first going to cast Hex on him, and I'm going to give him disadvantage on Wisdom saving throws.
No,
And then I'm
no,
gonna-
it's checks. It's ability checks, not.
that one. And then I'm going to blast him with 2 buffed Agonizing Blasts.
All right, so the first one misses. The second one hits.
Slowly figuring out his AC.
I just hope he doesn't kill me.
My dog's barking. Hold on.
I'll be able to bring you back, just not as Salazar.
Oh, no. If someone's going to bring me back, I want it to be full character.
Just
I
not
want
as Salazar.
I mean,
It'll still be you.
AKA, you'll have to
what
reroll
spell
another
you-
character. Yeah.
It depends on what spell you use. He could be a ghoul Salazar.
Irina is just kind of petrified in fear at the view of Strahd and her new found visions from the pool. So Strahd, seeing Irina, he looks at her and meets her eyes. And in the any kind of vampire movie you've seen, and no vampires have like this ability to charm people. He charms her and begins to mutter that he is safety and he is safe, and to come with him. And she falls under his charm, and is now on Strahd's side. Jimmy, what you got?
So did we hear all like so he was saying something while he was doing his like
Yes.
hypnotic?
Well, Admore and Salazar are standing right next to him.
So I wouldn't hear from where I am. Is that
That's
what you're
correct.
suggesting?
That's correct.
Okay. Jimmy will try to shoot him with a short bow. I believe I get advantage because he's restrained. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
That misses. Pretty sure.
Double check. It was. Yes, it's a miss.
Yeah, Jimmy will just get a little bit closer in case Arena tries to do anything crazy. That's my turn.
Okay. And just for Tom's satisfaction, Misha trips and she falls unconscious.
Yay, horror movie cliches.
Flicker.
I'm gonna try and do sorry, I'm trying to person. I'm gonna try and do a chill touch one more time.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, roll again. You might crit. Oh, so 21.
And that is the effects of chill touch. And I would like to move right next to Strahd.
Okay. And Thomas, you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze this fool and try to cover his mouth with tentacles so he can't fucking talk.
Okay. All right. Janaric, you see this Strahd character in front of you that is getting octopus hickey marks on his face right now.
Well, I'm gonna be mean and aim below the belt with my longbow. Trying to aim over the top of.
You should be able to shoot over me, no problem. I'm much shorter than you are, Jim.
Nice, another critical. There you go. And Admore, it should go.
All right. Let's see. Hadmore is going to take another jab at him. A 22 for 7. And then bonus action is going to put his spiritual weapon down. And it's
Okay.
I think it takes a swing first turn. I need to double check. It's been a few weeks since I've.
Yeah, it takes a swing when it first appears.
Yep.
So 15, is that hit?
No, it does not.
Shit.
Almost,
Yeah.
though. But that doesn't hit.
Yeah, almost, but not quite.
All right, Salazar.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna turn to Irina, realizing what Strahd did to her, and I'm going to point at her. I'm going to cast command, and I'm going to tell her to flee. She needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
And she failed.
All right. Try to get her out of harm's way. I guess I could.
So Irina kind of blinks at you and stares like, what just happened? And she turns to flee like you commanded.
Okay.
I guess she dashes away. Bye.
Did I go deaf?
No, I'm reading something real quick.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fine. You're fine.
Sorry, making sure.
So Strahd, seeing that Irina has fled from him and falling out of his charm, you notice that the amulet around his neck, hanging from his chain, is like a red heart stone, and it begins to glow as it appears to your eyes that it's not regenerating, but like protecting him somehow. And he hauls up and runs towards Irina.
He can't. He's restrained.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He
Octopus.
has to use his action to make a strength save or strength
Was
check
it
to get
DC
out.
15?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes, he breaks free.
All right. So, attacks opportunity.
Yes, you all get text opportunity. Add more Salazar, Flicker, and Octopus.
Oh no, spiritual weapon doesn't.
And he's grappled again, so he's going nowhere.
I have to unarmed strike him, don't I?
So
Well, unless you got a dagger or something.
So he's stuck right here.
Oh yeah,
Salazar doesn't carry weapons.
your tentacle's not that long.
15 feet reach on tentacles.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15.
So he's stuck.
I jabbed him.
I just imagine Flicker
all
pulling out this tiny little dagger and shoving him in the butt cheek.
Yeah, it's a real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think Salazar would have the wherewithal to like even swing his fist.
All right, it is Jimmy's turn.
Okay, I saw a fancy red necklace. Can I use my sleight of hand to try to get it off his neck?
I mean, you could, but he's also being held by a tentacle.
Is that precluding me from trying to take off his necklace?
Yes.
Oh darn! I thought they could be just like wrapped around his around his his torso and legs.
Can I cut off? I mean, is it like a metal chain or is it a leather? Like, what kind of string is holding it?
Like a chain, a gold-looking chain. I don't know. Hold on, let me just double check that because no one's tried that before.
Well, if he's grappled, then
yeah, I don't know if the. Let me just double check here.
I don't know what the DC is for a strength check to break the chain, but
Just flop his head. Whoop! That's
there's
one way
that
of stopping it.
possibility.
Just whoop! Thank you! Runs away.
Okay, so yes, it is an actual separate thing from his character. So yes, you can remove it.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action to sleight of hand and attempt to remove.
Okay. So you remove the necklace from his neck, and that the red glowing stops.
Okay, I will disengage using my action, and I'll run away a little bit. That's my turn.
Flicker.
Do I still have advantage to attack?
Yes, you do.
Yes, because he is still
Oh,
wrapped up.
wow.
Means
That makes me
nothing.
sad.
Okay.
Let's Jimmy abandon us.
That was a cantrip. So I'm going to cast a bit of a misty step. And let me think. Where am I going? 1, 5, 10, 20, 25. Boom. Like just over into the trees.
Okay. Thomas.
I'ma squish this bitch. As as I laugh an octopus.
I think you got rigged dice over there.
I don't know.
Big dice would be Janara's 2 crits in a row.
I know. I'm just crushing this guy, like, and this is why I love octopuses. It's like it's like, oh, what's that? You think you can get away from me? No,
Janara.
you're not going nowhere. Oh yeah, and I want to move up a little bit so that he stays in my range. So if he tries to run again, I can try and get him again.
And run him again with the longbow.
Nice.
Heyo!
Jesus Christ, Janaka.
I told y'all I hate vampires with a passion.
There must be some loaded dives.
Mouse
you
over
always
these
have to
stats here.
You have to remember, RNG giveth and RNG giveth taketh away.
The pseudo range.
Add more.
Alright, well, it's my bonus action. I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up next to him. It can make a nice little swing at him. And then I am going to, like, squirm around and through the tentacles. And I vowed to kill evil, so that's what Admore's on a mission to do. So he's gonna take another poke.
Poke.
Okay. So definitely poke him with the blood spear. And do the 10 piercing damage. The green 10 that's next to it, what is that?
The other 10, that's if I kill him.
Okay.
That's for if I reduce something to 0.
Okay.
Okay. No.
Oh wait, no,
Right,
that's
that's a
versatile.
two-handed.
That's if I'm using
Yeah.
2-handed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a two.
it does that on its own because it's versatile.
Okay.
It's the sheet being the sheet.
Gotcha. Salazar.
If I kill him, I get 2d6 temporary hit.
Alrighty. I'm gonna spadoodle myself over here, and then I'm going to pop off 2 shots at him.
Woo!
Nice. Okay.
Diddle skadoodle turning Strahd into a wet noodle.
Hell yeah.
What did I have to save again? It was strength.
It's a strength check, and that's his action to do.
Okay. All right. So he's still grappled.
Or fucking vampire.
I know, it's like he's just getting this hateful stare from a giant opposite eye. He's terrifying, honestly.
He's just gonna turn around and kill somebody.
What's that? Oh dear, what's that for? Oh no, I know what that is. Oh no.
Oh, okay. That's what's happening.
Poor little gnome's about to get.
You shush.
At least you got your chair to protect you.
Protect me, chair! No.
Just push. Get Strahd to sit, and then it'll be fine.
That would be funny.
I mean,
Okay.
Thomas has 8 arms and a 15-foot reach. You could probably get it from the cart.
I mean, I wish that's how it worked, but I think it's like I wrap all my tentacles around him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hit enemies. Oh no!
So Strahd uses his magic to land, and he summons forth 7 wolves to aid him in battle. And they just rolled initiative 22.
Oh no! So tell me, who has the blessed dice again?
Okay.
Well, Flicker, I hope you have shield.
No.
So the wolves come at 3 of them come at Flicker, and 2 of them miss. The other one gets you in the leg really good. And roll me a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone with a DC 11.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I'm real good at. Strength.
Ah, so close.
And as you fall to the ground, 6, 7, 8. As you fall to the ground, you take 16 damage.
So what's the total damage I take?
16.
16. Okay.
And Jimmy as well. Roll me 1 DC check for 11 strength saving throw. All the wolves miss you except for 1.
Okay, and I'm going to uncanny dodge as a react to half that damage.
Okay.
And it's a strength. You said strength saving throw, right?
Correct.
Oh, I don't have bless. All right, that's just a 9.
Okay. So you fell. So you're knocked prone, and you take half the damage, which is 4.
Okay.
Jimmy, it's your go.
Okay. I will use half my movement to stand up. Can I like make a leap and try to like grab onto the branch of the tree to get away from these wolves and like start climbing the tree?
They would get attack opportunity on you.
I can disengage before I do that, but like, what like is the like geometry of the tree such that I'm capable to do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'll bonus action disengage and jump into the branch and use the rest of my movement to climb up away from the wall.
All right, Flicker, you go.
Okay. Yeah, so much fun. Misty Step. Does that get an attack of opportunity? Because I
No.
just kind of disappear.
Yeah, you just
Nope,
disappear.
You just go bye.
Okay.
Protect me, octopus.
Okay, and then what's half of my movement speed at 25?
Just half of it and round up.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it rounded up or rounded down. So would it be 15 still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thomas, what you got?
Oh no, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
Misty Step is a bonus action. I still have a cantrip. And I use the rest of my movement speed to get to next to the cart. I would like to roll a firebolt on the wolf that bit me.
So it hits the wolf and it burns his fur really bad as you hear him yelp off in the distance to the trees.
And Flicker is just making her way towards the cart.
And I'm going to start saying, as reading this thing, if a creature is half or less, I'm going to say they're bloodied. So it kind of gives you an idea, like in your head, a picture of what's going on. So this wolf would be bloodied.
Okay. That's it, by the way.
Okay,
All done.
Thomas, it's your go.
I'm gonna keep squeezing straw until his head pops off.
You squeeze some more on Strahd, and he seems to be very short of breath.
And then I'm gonna move up 10 feet. Could I just basically put up the fire with my mask?
Yeah, you just
I'm a
ignore
giant
the
octopus.
fire. Yeah, go ahead.
Just warp. I'm on top of the fire. It just goes out.
Does that smell like cooked octopus?
Calamari, baby. I'm just saying that like if he tries to run again, I'm gonna keep smacking him. 15 feet of reach. I love it.
Janara?
He ain't going nowhere.
Alright, I'm going to take a pair of shots at Strahd again.
Woo!
All right, miss 25.
No. Oh wait. Roll again.
Yeah, that wasn't advantage.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
7, 8, 7. Okay. All right, add more.
All right. My bonus action, kind of glance over my shoulder and make sure she's in range. Yeah. Going to bonus action cast Healing Word on.
Thank you.
And let's see. I don't know if that calculated right. No, it didn't. That's another 3 on top of that, so you get nothing.
Thank you even more.
And even like Admore's starting to get pissed because now Strahd's hurting his friends and stabs him again.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Salazar, go and go. As you stab him, Admore, he kind of looks out at you at the corner of his eye and just chuckles.
Has he noticed what he's being stabbed with yet?
You don't know.
All right. I'm gonna keep shooting this guy.
I mean, I guess you could ask him.
Yeah, we never tried to talk to him.
I mean, you don't really talk to vampires. You usually
I'm
just
doing a
kill
lot
their
of talking
faces.
with these
Yeah.
blasts.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's all I can. I have 2 spell slots. This is all I can do as a character.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
it's
more like just the damage that you're doing.
yeah.
27.
But
Nice.
yes, warlocks have 2 spells.
Well, until a certain level, then they get 3.
1 second, looking something up. Okay, so Strahd begins to let go like a very sinister laugh as he looks over at Admore, and he sees your cloak, and he mentions that the Order of the Silver Dragons is dead and will stay dead. As he breaks free from the tentacle of the giant octopus, and as he breaks from it, he grabs a hold of the octopus and turns around and does
Come at me, bro. I'm 8 of HP.
he turns around, he grabs your tentacle, and he basically dislodges it from your body, and you take 37 damage.
That ain't nothing. I'm fine. Let me look at my HP again. I think it's 52. That's nothing. That's nothing, bitch. Come at me. I got 7 more.
Admore speaks up. Thomas, I probably wouldn't call him a bitch.
I mean, he can't understand me. He just hears angry octopus noises.
Well,
Squelching and glares. What was the damage again?
she said
DM,
you
what
took
was
37.
37? I'm fine. This is fine. I'm fine. This is fine. I'm A-okay, guys. I'm A-okay.
Until you fall prone and get attacked by 3 wolves.
I mean, I mean, I can just turn, I mean, I have 2 wild shapes, so. It'll be fine. Don't you worry. It'll be fine.
All right, Thomas, just go ahead and roll me 4 DC 11 strength checks.
Okay. Where's it? Strength checks. Okay, so how many? 4?
4 of them.
Wait, what's the total damage? First. Because I might go back to octopus form. I mean, base form.
Go ahead and roll for 4.
Alright. Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter if it's the second one.
Okay, so Strahd looks at you. In your response to your trash talking, the wolves charge at you and attack you.
I mean,
Um,
he can't understand me. It's just sculching noises as far as he knows. Okay. Come at me, bro. Come at me. I got 57 more where this came from.
And with all wolf bites, you take 37 more damage.
Okay.
And as you are turned back into your Thomas form, you have 4 wolves holding you down.
Well, for now.
Jimmy, it's your go.
Okay, so 37 minus 20, that's 17.
Is Strahd bloodied yet? You said that you'd give us a hint, right? Is that okay to ask?
He is not bloodied yet.
Holy shit. Okay. Jimmy will up in the tree. He'll take a short bow shot at the wolf next to Salazar. That's probably erased.
Ooh.
You taking a shot at which one? I'm sorry. Yes, it is.
This
It falls down to the ground dead.
Yay.
How far does the tree go? Like, does it go over to here?
It's not one giant tree. It's a bunch of different trees.
Can Jimmy like leap over to the other tree? Because it looks like the branches are pretty close to one another.
I'll let you try to jump from tree to tree like Tarzan. You have to roll me a DC 20. And if you make it 15 or higher, then you can do it.
All right, let's give it a shot.
So you have a 50% chance. There you go.
Woo! Masterfully just jumps over it.
Okay,
All right.
and that's my turn.
Flicker?
Thomas and Janara are in terrible spots. Is there any way for me to cast any spot for me to cast Burning Hands that'll hit just these 3 wolves?
It's like a what? What's the range? Can you link the spell? What's the? No, it's like a 15
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way.
thingy.
Oh, wait, yeah, you could.
I think if you put the cone this way, standing from like here, oh, but it might hit the card. Yeah, I mean, like you should be able to be like somewhere around like right here. Wait 1 second. Like there. It may not work in the grid, but your character should be able to line it up.
Yeah, I need to get like a little token, like a little shape that I can put down and figure it out.
So, basically the cone is 15 feet from your token.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out a good spot for me to stand to hit those 3 wolves and not Thomas.
Who's turquoise?
Or,
The blue one's wrong. Turquoise is right. Because everyone's in turquoise one. I have 2 turquoise people, so.
So we're thinking there?
Uh huh.
Okay, then I will cast Burning Hands from here, pointed at those 3 wolves.
Okay.
The DC is 15.
All right, they all 3 failed.
I didn't say it this time, but next time I'm gonna cast it at a higher level. That was my fault.
As the wolves begin to burn and yelp in pain, they are now fried wolf meat on the ground.
So,
And Thomas, it's your go.
Yarp.
You are only being pinned down by 1 wolf now.
For now. But thing is, I can turn into things. Dude, I'm trying to drag and drop a bear, but it's being stupid.
What are you trying to do?
There we go. Make it a large token, if you would. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was my bonus action to turn into a burr. 34. And I'm gonna attack the wolf in front of me.
All right. So give me a. Never mind.
Bite hits,
There he
claw
goes.
misses, unfortunately.
All right, and Janara, it's your go.
I'm going to take a shot with my arrow on that one.
And that is a miss and a hit.
And
And the wolf is now bloodied. Add more.
Alright, as my bonus action, I am going to cast Mass Healing Word, affecting Jimmy, Salazar, and Flicker, because I think they're the only ones injured. And that's plus 5, so it's 10.
All right.
And then, as an action, gonna poke.
Okay.
And that's a 15. Because he's not grappled anymore.
All right. And he's now bloodied.
Jesus Christ. That took forever.
Well, we are fighting the final boss of this module. So, what do you expect?
You think?
Do I get?
Huh? Did I skip somebody?
Do I get to go?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you skipped
I
me.
didn't mean to click it too many
Alright.
times.
Oh, that's cool. I smell blood in the water, so I'm gonna keep pounding away at this dude.
As you said
No.
last week, finger blasting him.
I'm gonna. Hey, you make mistakes.
How you doing?
Okay. I one-handed blast him.
Hey.
There you go. You one fingered him. There you go. So,
Stop singing the dang kill
does that end your turn?
Yeah.
So, the Strahd looks up at you, and he holding his wounds. You see the blood not coming out of him, but going back into him.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Admore and Salazar take attacks of opportunity for me.
Alright.
Do spiritual weapons get attack of opportunity?
No,
No.
No, unfortunately.
I wish.
Yeah, I don't do
I really wish I'd gone Jackus again because I could have stopped him from moving. Oh well.
What'd you roll, Salazar?
I don't have
A 2.
I just punched him.
Oh.
But I have a -1 strength, so
Okay, I was like, what the world did you just do?
yeah, no, I just did hit him.
Okay. Do you not have a weapon?
I don't need. I mean, no.
Okay.
I never bought one.
Okay.
He's just trying to finger blast and fist his way
Yeah.
through the world.
I don't need to deal with it.
Okay.
Hey.
And Jimmy, give me a strength check if you would, please.
Check or saving throw.
Saving throw.
Swings feebly.
So, Strahd runs up to the unconscious Arena and grabs her by the waist and turns it to a set of bats and flies off. Jimmy, the necklace that you was holding on to slips through your fingers and flies behind the swarm of bats as it flies off through the air.
Son
As
of
you
a
hear a deep, sinister laugh.
Not to ruin the flow of things, but when did Irina go unconscious? I knew she was fleeing,
Yeah.
but it was the burgomaster's wife who went unconscious.
Okay, so they're not unconscious, Irina, and flies off there.
Because I thought she would take her turns to like be dashing away after the like was it command?
Yeah, I think she's supposed to keep running.
No, my command only lasts for a single turn.
Oh, for a single
Right.
turn. Okay.
I'm
That's
not
Right.
why.
Right, the thing is, but it broke her out of the charm thing. So
Sorry, that's just where I got confused. Never mind.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to change your maps.
Uh-huh. Too quick back.
Oh, did the wolves all run away?
Yes, with Strahd not there anymore, the wolves retreat off into the woods.
Guess we don't need to get a wedding dress anymore. Am I right?
Thomas drops back to his base form, like clutching the pipe or something. Well, shit.
I mean, we could still try and get a wedding dress to see if he'd take the undead.
I don't think that's an
Mm.
option anymore. He's got what he wanted.
So you're sitting here in the woods with corpses of wolves on the ground, burnt vampire ashes. Just for fun, there's an octopus tentacle here and an unconscious Anna.
Well, hope that nothing bad comes from Strahd getting Reno.
I'm gonna go try to wake her up. Reach down and grab the octopus tentacle. At least we have dinner.
You know, I'm not sure if I should be offended though.
There's also
We
wolves.
wanna-
Oh, there's
Oh.
also a wolf.
So I guess we're gonna have calamari and wolf steak.
Oh, my! What happened? I tripped and hit my head.
Um, it's a long story, but I think Thomas tripped you.
Hey,
What?
why
The
you
man in
coming
blue?
at me?
That's not very nice of him.
He turned into an octopus. He didn't mean to, but he turned into an octopus, and yeah.
You know how those things get.
What? That don't make what? Fuck you, asshole. I didn't trip nobody.
Don't worry. What?
Well, I'm
Why
so
you being
glad.
compulsive?
So who's the one that woke her up? I'm sorry. Admore or Salsa?
Admore.
Okay.
Just you wait an
Well,
hour.
thank you. I'm so glad that a night of the.
I'll show you.
Hey
tripping.
Thomas, can you hold up for a little bit? Admore, I'm so glad that it was a knight of the Order of Silver Dragon here to protect me. And she like raises to her feet and brushes herself off.
I'm just doing what I was taught to do. And saying that, I'm gonna sit down and spend a few minutes because Admore's committed to just staying here for the night and going to heal Thomas. That's plus another 5 because I did it at 3rd level. So pretty sure Thomas is full.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
So you sit around this fire and you have a pot of soup that's sitting next to the fire, and this caravan.
Can I cast identify on the soup?
So
Yes, you
what
can.
are we gonna do about Reno?
Well, it looks like she's gone, unfortunately.
Anything
Thomas
funny
is
about
kinda
the soup?
Thomas is kind of slow blinked.
There's nothing magic about the soup. Oh wait, it says magic imbued. Yeah, there's something definitely fishy about this soup. And you take the ladle, you take something, a ladle or something, and you kind of stir it around, and there's like little body parts inside of it, like finger bones and stuff.
Blech. It's people soup, guys. It's people soup. Don't eat it.
I knew these people were bad news.
These 2 people that happened to meet some people in a bar that gave them some soup. Maybe it's not the Vistani.
Admore, they turned into vampires.
Those 2 did. Doesn't mean
what are you suggesting?
Just because a couple of them are bad doesn't mean that they're all bad.
If 10% of them are bad, we should still be careful. Don't
Be
you think?
careful, yes. But they
Admore, we just lost somebody who we were trying to protect. Okay, like this was a bad decision to stay here. Strahd got the drop on us. It could have been avoided. Why take a 10% chance when you can take a 0% chance, or even if you could lower it to a 5% chance if he just ambushes him by himself?
Well, I think I know how to get her back.
And how's that?
Now that we're all sitting around, I'm going to pull the box out and I'm going to pull out the map and kind of explain to everybody the whole spiel that the old man gave me about the silver dragons and everything else.
So a bunch of knights failed a long time to kill Strahd, and we're gonna do what with them? They already.
The old man talked to the Amber Temple, gave me this map with a spot marked on it.
Within the Amber Temple, you said?
He talked about it. There's a lot we have going on, but this, along with what I believe, and possibly this key, and everything else we've been told, fairly confident this is where we're going to have to go to get her back. And to stop him.
Well, we probably still need to go investigate those tarot card things or whatever. The Taroka cards.
And the Amber Temple's one of them.
I think we should go to the Amber Temple.
Perhaps you should take my advice more often, Jimmy. As Jimmy looks to the entire group.
This one was on me. I'm not going to trust people next time. I accept this one.
Flicker, are you standing where you're standing at, or are you over by the party?
No, I'm over by the caravan.
So, you feel like a rumble under your feet as the ground's kind of shaking a little bit, like something's coming down the path at you. It's very dark, but you see like the leaves around you and on the ground start to a breeze starts to blow them up, as a thick kind of low-lying fog starts to come down the path at you.
Can I hold up my green lantern to see what's going on and just kind of like, hey guys, there's something coming again.
Then maybe get out the road.
So you hold up the lantern. It doesn't put off much light, but as you notice, remember the lantern attracts spirits. And down the trail, I'm gonna make a token kind of big. The token is bigger than it's supposed to be. You see a horse coming at you with a rider with no head, and you can see.
I stories about him.
And
can I pull
as
her back before she gets run over?
and as the horse is coming down, since you're holding a green lantern, you see all these spirits and their heads, like these spirits' heads flying around this horse as it's coming towards you at high speed with his axe raised in the air.
I'm going to jump to the side and duck down my already tiny self.
Ducking. Don't trust this guy.
Question, DM, would that be the same one we ran into last week?
Looks very similar, yes. And it just tears down the path. It does take a swing at you, Flicker, as you duck down, but you're so short it would have missed you. But he did pop a axe swing off at you.
Well, that's fun.
And behind this trail, Flicker, you see, since you're holding a green lantern, all you see is these ghosts of people walking in the same trail the horse went on, people that maybe this thing has killed, like their spirits trapped and falling behind it in a single file line.
Oh no! Do I recognize anyone?
You do not.
Guys, we should probably do something. He's got a bunch of like dead things following him.
Amidst the line of people, a woman stops and looks at you. You don't recognize her.
Can you hear me?
She moves her mouth, but nothing comes out. Give me a perception check. She's saying something, but all you can really mouth out the word is Jimmy, and she continues walking again.
Jimmy, Jimmy, come quickly, quickly, Jimmy.
Jimmy will walk over. What
Like
is it?
faster. And I thrust the lamp into him and point towards where the lady was walking.
Okay, Jimmy.
Yeah, and down. So at this point, she's kind of down the road, and Jimmy recognizes maybe the back of the head of his wife as she continues down the path and disappears.
What was a spirit?
Yes.
No, he's saying to Flicker. No, that was some spirit.
Yep. She said your name.
I don't know why she said that, but I mean, it just looked like a spirit to me. Jimmy will hand back the lantern.
She didn't look familiar at all?
No, not really.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure there's other Jimmys in the world.
It's a pretty common name.
But I still think we should do something about that headless horseman. He's got a lot of people following him. And I would feel better if we set their spirits free.
Maybe we should talk to somebody about the headless horseman. Like, find out if he's helping or hurting the spirit.
Well, usually when you take someone's head, it's not very helpful.
Well, somebody took his head first.
Still, that doesn't give him the right to take everyone else's head.
That's a good point. I'm sorry. I'm more focused on what our next step should be.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we can decide as a group.
Anna speaks up and says, I say in the morning we make it to Valakai. This place is really bad.
We might as well get her to safety.
Out of curiosity, and there being another cart possibly for us to take, Admore wants to walk over and check out the inside of the now dead vampire Vistani cart.
So you open the doors to go inside, and basically it was when you walk inside, it's just the walls that are facing you. There's no backside to it, so it's just like someone just threw this up real quick to make it look like it was a cart to get you to stop. It's not a real cart. But inside are two barrels.
Are they sealed, or do they look like wine barrels?
You recall they look like barrels from the coffin maker's shop.
Um, guys, remember all the fun stuff we did at the coffin make?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Flicker, you like dead things. Come look at these.
Well, fair enough. Can't fault you on that. And I'll go and
I can imagine
look in the cart.
Flicker's like, first, rude. Second, be that as it may.
I mean, essentially. She'll go in and she'll kind of like pick up the look inside one of the barrels tentatively with a
Inside, you
fireball in her
find
hand.
inside you see the dirt, like fresh grave dirt. And notice there's 2 barrels, and there were 2 vampires that you met outside before they turned to ashes.
Yeah, I think this is just what they were using to get around.
You don't have any use for their grave dirt?
I mean, I can always use some of it, and I'll drop the spell and pick up some more graveyard dirt, shove it in my pocket. And I'll
Aren't
actually
your
walk over
pockets
and I'll
still
pick
full?
up. Well, I mean, I've got my component pouch. And I'll go over and I'll pick up some vampire dust and put that in my component pouch.
And Flicker, where's the lantern at this moment?
I'm still holding it, I guess. I never actually put it away.
As you put the dirt into your pocket, you see Sarah standing next to you.
Oh, my tiny friend.
She's just watching you.
I mean, we'll eventually get to Vlaki. I promise.
And she nods.
I didn't forget about you. I swear. We're headed there now. I mean, in the morning. I'll find her. Don't worry. Can I ask her if she recognized anyone in that line of Headless Horseman victims?
She nods her head yes.
Was your mother in that line of Headless Horseman victims?
No.
Anyone we should be worried about?
They're all dead. Everyone.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go put the lantern back. I'll see you when we get. Yeah.
Before that happens, seeing Flicker talking to nothingness, knowing what has happened, and she's had Admore grab the lamp before, Admore is gonna reach out and touch the lamp to see if it is the little girl. And ask her if she could tell what the one lady was trying to tell Flicker.
She just nods her head no. Or shakes her head no.
Just gonna say thank you and let go of the lamp.
After putting the lantern back on the cart, Flicker's gonna join everyone by the fire, and she's gonna pull out a pastry she bought.
Okay.
Flicker.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that pastry's filled with the same thing that soup was.
What? Really?
Yeah, you were asleep in the wagon, and we were actually asked to go kill those hags.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to kill the hags, but you sure?
They're turning people into pastries.
Why is everyone eating people around here?
Let's just eat some of Thomas's arm and have calamari, and
It's a Barovia thing.
Flicker
Thomas
sighs
just
defeatedly.
shrugs. I mean,
She'll-
I can't fault
she'll
him. I
toss
mean, it's
the-
technically not me.
So toss the pastry into the fire and go and grab some pre-charred wolf meat. I'm not a big fan of seafood, but thank you for the offer.
That's that. It sounds like a. It sounds like one of those like out of context D&D quotes. So let's just come on and eat the druid's arm.
I don't think it's the first time in a D&D game.
Probably not. No. It's just like let's just go on and eat the druid's arm. Don't worry about it.
And with that, we're going to camp right here for a long rest and continue on next week because anything further from this is going to take us way past our time.
That's fair.
Yep. So, how long until bad things happen because Strahd has what's a face?
You'll never know.
Well,
Until
I'm
next
sure we'll
week.
know. Immediately as we start, the world ends because Strahd